You may or may not have seen the latest drama over YouTube's nonsense. For those of you who don't know what's going on, YouTube just released a new bot onto the site that's set to flag certain things as not advertiser-friendly. What exactly most of these things are, we have no idea, because YouTube has a tendency to just release these things into the wild without notice, and then the content creators are left scrambling trying to fix things. This new bot seems much more aggressive and is targeting everything and anything with what seems like little rhyme or reason. It started by going after anything controversial, but then reports of anything from Let's Plays to makeup tutorials were getting hit. Entire channels are being demonetized and labeled as not ad-friendly. You can appeal each video, but there's a few catches. The first one is that the video must have at least 1,000 views per week before they'll review it. The 1,000 views a week thing sucks because there's numerous channels with huge backlogs. Let's say you have 150 videos that each pull in roughly 700 views a week. That's 105,000 views multiplied by 4 weeks, which makes 420,000 views that are not being monetized. For someone who does this as a living, that's a car payment. That's groceries. That's rent. The second is you only get one chance to appeal. The third is that the appeal may not even be viewed by a human. What that means is that there's been creators that have submitted appeals only to have it returned seconds later saying that it was not suitable for all advertisers and was confirmed by manual review. This can also lead to a case where an email response says that the video was manually reviewed and is ad-friendly, but then checking on the actual YouTube page and it's listed as the opposite. As you could surmise, my channel was hit by this last week and I had to spend several hours requesting reviews. YouTube now has 7 to 10 days to respond, so during that time, I have hundreds of videos with no ads in front of them. This is all just the latest wave of problems that started because of the original adpocalypse earlier in the year. There's been some content creators that have been testing the algorithm to try and figure out how it works. It seems to be getting set off by a few things, but it's not always a guarantee. Most of the subjects I cover are PG-13 and R-rated films, and almost all of them have been flagged as not advertiser-friendly. This includes 2 of my biggest videos, WTF Happened to PG-13 and every reference in Cabin in the Woods. According to a few YouTubers, the response they've received is that the content now has to be appropriate to be watched by a 5-year-old kid. Because as we all know, 5-year-old kids are the target demographic for things like R-rated movies, cars, beer, condoms, washing machines, and so forth. This doesn't bode well for channels like mine, whose audience is primarily adults. So please bear with me while I try to figure this nonsense out. It's frustrating because before, I had to deal with studios that were blatantly ignoring fair use when it came to my videos, and now I have to deal with YouTube itself. I'm going to take this opportunity to say, if you can, please consider donating to my Patreon. I took a hit when the adpocalypse happened, and right now, almost my entire income is from donations. If you can't, I understand. One other way, if you don't have the money to support me, but you do have Amazon Prime, if you would subscribe to my Twitch channel using your free Amazon Prime subscription, that would definitely help out a lot. My link is down below. It's twitch.tv/GoodBadFlicks. That's one way you can help support the channel, but it won't cost you anything. Hopefully this is short-lived and YouTube realizes how bad this is and puts an end to it. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of channels suffering in the meantime. The video I was working on this week was for a movie called The Final Terror. Unfortunately, because it has the word terror in it, it would automatically be flagged, so I have to put the video on hold for now. And I'm going to have something else for you next week that hopefully won't get tagged. Thanks everybody for listening, and thanks for your support.